Hi, everybody. I'm just popping back in to give you a quick update. First of all, I want to say thank you to Janet. She independently found my GoFundMe and decided to leave the biggest donation we've had so far. These donations are directly funding my Boundary Bandits No Excuse for Abuse project, where we are creating educational materials in cinematic prints and cards to be used in child spaces to teach them about boundaries, safety, safe touch, and safe adults. And also, I just finished speaking on the He's Just a Social Worker podcast. It is a podcast and radio show based out of New England where social workers speak about current issues. And I was able to share a bit about my story and give my 2 cents about the state of social work in our country. And also, I recorded an episode on the They Talk Sex podcast, which should be airing in a few weeks. And most of all, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody for being here. I appreciate your support very, very much. And I want to direct you toward my friend Kate. She just recorded her story over on Soft White Underbelly. She shares her experience of growing up in a cult, and it's definitely worth a watch. She is somebody that I danced with back in Portland during my pole dancing days. She's a good friend, a good person, and I think it might be a pretty educational watch if you haven't seen it yet. And that is all I have for now. I'm working really hard behind the scenes to prepare for our shoot for Boundary Bandits. There's actually Emily Cornia is a child photographer based out of Berlin, and she's going to be flying to California here in October. She is shooting the Gen Z Gala fashion show for children, and we will be connecting at that point to start working on Boundary Bandits. So our goal is to hopefully reach our first monetary goal so that we can afford the studio and all of the things that go into the production of the Boundary Bandits. We hope to produce posters that can be hung in sports spaces like locker rooms and schools. And we also want to make sure that we are doing little video clips that we can use almost like a social media reel with one-liners by children for children about boundaries, and hopefully, these tools will be able to kind of be daily reminders for kids to maintain a safe space whenever they're out there learning to be independent in the world. We also have a deck of cards that we're producing, which will have more details about those lessons that can be used in schools and homeschools for children if you want to go a little more in depth with those. It's been requested to also release those to families. So of course, on an individual basis, if you just want those tools to use at home, of course you can have them. The best way to support this work is directly through GoFundMe, which will be linked in the description on this video and my other videos. You can also support me on Substack, and I have just gotten my Patreon approved, and I will be uploading the nitty-gritty details that are a little bit too spicy, too dark, and too deep for YouTube. I will let you guys know when that Patreon is ready, and I hope to see you there. Thank you so much again for being here. I appreciate everybody's support, and I hope that together we can create a safer world for ourselves and our kids.